So there is a big outrage over the fact that Ledger has launched this newly service. In fact, CZ Binance and even the chief security head of Polygon Labs and so many other people have reacted to this and they are not happy about it. If you are using the ledger, you're planning to use the ledger in the future, you're just planning to stay in the crypto as well, even if you're not using hardware wallet. Very important for you to watch this video to know what has happened, and probably it will help you in the future to make the decision rather than having a distorted information. So number one, what exactly has happened? Ledger has launched a new optional service. Let me repeat, this is an optional service that they have launched. Like, not everybody will be having, like, everything will go as it is before for all the users. It's just that a new service is optional, and if I want, I can offer it. Now earlier what used to happen, the private key or my seed key is seed phrase, all these things are with me itself, right? Nobody else in the world is having access to it unless until I disclose it somewhere or the other, right? And if I lose my key, I have lost it all. I lose my wallet, and as well, I have lost my key. I have lost my crypto. Nobody can help me to recover that. Now they launched this optional service where there is a possibility of recovering your seed phrase, even in case you lost your PIN, you lost your keys. Now how they are managing that? They were supposed to manage it. I mean, that's what is the feature about that. They will divide the seed phrase into 3 parts, and each of the parts will be encrypted and sent to 3 different corporations, right? That's the security measure that they're taking. And in case in the future, let's say, and like it is a paid service, I will keep on paying to use the service. And in case in the future I happen to lose my seed, there is an option for recovery. Earlier there was no option for recovery. What is the option? That all the 3 encrypted seed phrase will be retrieved from these 3 corporations, and it will be decrypted, and that is how my seed phrase will be recovered. Now the problem with that, what is the problem with that? We need to understand. This is the purpose of the private wallet. Like, nobody else in the world is having access to my seed phrase. Now, even if you are splitting it into 3 parts, even if you are encrypting it, you're sending it to 3 different corporations. Yes, you have taken a lot of security measures, but there is still a method behind it. Like, people, if let's say all these 3 corporations unite and try to decrypt my seed phrase, and let's say the ledger and all these private wallets are supposed to be useful for holding a life saving of people. Somebody is having $5 million. Let's say Michael Saylor uses ledger, he's having $1 billion. Even if the security risk is 0.001%, it doesn't matter. There is a risk. Like, even he not making any mistake, somebody else can out there do all these coordination or hack these corporations and then just utilize these encrypted thing and decrypt it. And so apart from myself, somebody externally can do that. That is where the outrage is. That how can the very purpose of these hardware wallets was the self custody at all costs. But then we need to be honest in this criticism. I'm going to show you what CZ Binance said and what the other people said. The honesty in this, like, if you are trying to see the response of the ledger, is that it is completely optional service. If I do not opt for this particular service, they are not going to at all encrypt and send it to 3 corporations. So it is as per the will of the user. So in that case, my ledger, my private wallet is working as it is. Like, this is the honest thing, right? We should not be having try to manipulate the information just because everybody's outraging. This is the honest thing, that only if you are opting for this particular service, only then something like this is there, and it is not that every other day it is going to be hacked. But it's still the very purpose and very idea of the ledger and private custody. This feature probably violates that. Like, if it is launched and even if people are using. Now let us see what the people have said. Like, this is the chief information security officer at Polygon Labs. He said, it's a horrendous idea. Don't enable this feature. Then he said, oh, but it is secured by the ID verification. You know what else is secured by ID verification? The mobile number porting. Do you know how many high profile SIM jacking cases happen every day? Too many. Anything secured by the ID verification is inherently insecure. Now, he even said the problem here is not splitting the key in three parts. That's actually good. I may or may not be doing that personally. The problem is that the encrypted keys parts are sent to three corporations and they can reconstruct your keys. And then that's how, like, one of the tweet of CZ Binance said, so the seed can leave the device now. Sounds like the different direction than your keys never leave the device. That's what, like, the slogan of these hardware wallets are. Now, a lot of outrage over this particular thing, but again, I'll summarize it and repeat it. To Ledger's defense, it is very honest to represent the right information. While we can criticize all this feature that they are launching, but this is completely optional service. If I do not offer it, I am going to work the way, I mean, my ledger is going to be 100% safe with me, with my self custody, the way it is and the way it was. Only if I willingly or voluntarily, if I pay for this service and offer it, only then I'll be vulnerable to whatever is being claimed. But at the same time, personally, I would suggest, if there is a backlash and so much misinformation comes across, Ledger should take the initiative and say, hey, we are going to roll back this particular feature because the people do not want it, and there is an outrage over it. So obviously we are here for the people. We would want to remove that. So that is the exact information, guys. Guys, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please ensure you hit the subscribe button. If you believe the content, you like the content, and we are going to be delivering the content. The goal of this channel is to make all our subscribers multimillionaire. Together, we are going to do it. So please hit the subscribe button if you have not already liked the channel. And yeah, that was with the Ledger what has happened. Thanks a lot, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video.